Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey chapter
442.
the first day of the week, aka the Kamehameha workout. Feel very good right now, very excited for this workout. But anyways, to the main subject matter for today. I got nothing. So the main reason why I wanted to discuss this is because I got nothing. Today will be in one of those power hour joints because I got home late. It's already late. I have to do this workout and I want to get it over with. So hopefully, future me has come up with something, or if not, just talking about usually whatever I can come up with. But there will probably be something later today, or excuse me, there will be something with the next episode 100%. But with that being said, I will see you on the base.
All right, so I don't have much time to talk about this, so I'm going to start with this. I fucked up the numbering on this series now. At this point, I realize this now, but basically I have two sets of 430 whatever number, and now that kind of ruins all the rest of the numbers. Even though I don't put the numbers in the title, do you think it matters? If you do, please let me know, because I'll keep doing this voiceover thing, but at a certain point I'm going to have to do a weird jump or whatever. But honestly, it also doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's just a bonus title and it's not something that's necessarily even relevant per se. I'm just curious to know what your thoughts and opinions about that would be. That's just something that's happening on the outside, and I'm kind of having a little bit of an internal conundrum about it. I really would like to know your thoughts and opinions. In other news that I can talk about, because this is my channel and I get to talk about whatever I want, Fishtank just ended, which is my favorite online autism show that I like to watch where people get bullied. It's very great, but at the same time, this ending of this last season, not so great. The guy that I would say was probably not the greatest contestant won, unfortunately. We were also robbed of a final that should have been much more. Instead, we had the plucky two girl as one contestant underdog twins going against the Chad-like actor, and it's not very fun of an ending. It should have been the Chad Muslim Bashir going against the Chad actor Drake. It should have been that. It was set up to be that. I don't understand why the production people couldn't just rig it to make it so it's them two, or make the final a three-way final, because they've done that before, and it would have made sense, especially because of how the audience was so split on those three winning. So it might as well just do something where maybe if you did a challenge beforehand, maybe made it so that they just get a special advantage in the fishbowl that they ended up doing. It would have been much better, maybe if the twins had an advantage, so that way it would have seemed like, it could have gone any way between the three of them, and that would have been nice. Maybe a 5-point bonus or something like that, something where it's a massive one, something that would make total sense. Instead, it ended all in goo wrestling, which is the stupidest fucking idea. What is up with writers of shows who just end up clinging onto whatever idiotic idea they have for the ending and clinging onto it for dear life without even thinking once to pivot? Because pivoting would probably help the product out, but instead, of course, they're so stuck within their ways, thinking, hey, let me have this 170-pound athletic male wrestle these two girls that combined probably weigh 160 pounds at best. It's just a ridiculous thing. I know that people were like, whatever, it's not that huge of a deal. But at the end of the day, that match, they're never going to win that. That's just kind of horseshit to let them not even have a chance, and not to even try to pivot in some way. Maybe have somebody have a representative for them or just something, because it felt like such a easy, there was no chance for them. One of them was losing weight the entire show. They were literally feeding her baby food because she was losing weight at a rapid pace. So to me, it just seemed like such an idiotic move by production to not change it up, or at least just have something different, because you really are just fucking these people over. Sure, they got money for second place, which is nice, whatever, but it was just such a foregone conclusion once they announced the entire last challenge. It genuinely seemed retarded, and that's the biggest gripe. You got to be able to be flexible when it comes to these things, and this shows that production cannot be flexible with this shit at all, and it's very frustrating as a fan to see that, because once they're set in their ways, they're not going to change it up. So fuck the fans and fuck the product.
And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped. Also, we have won the rice bucket because it's time for me to get out of here. With that being said, I hope I had a decent thing to talk about within the voiceover of this, but if not, oh well, it happens every once in a while. But I did think of something to talk about in the next episode. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Keep it heavy, stay safe out there, and stay warm. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.